It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Freddie Sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Squared up on that sucker.
And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball. And even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Hey, let's go, big
Stepping
fella.
into the box, Lloyd
Pitcher.
Medley.
Lloyd Medley.
See it, drive it. Let's go, kid.
From the belt, the pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your mistakes and be able to come back and deliver in this one here.
Hey, let it rip one time.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Lifted in the air out to center field. Barnes is there. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he stepping up now. Freddie Cartwright.
One out, one out.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down. Ready for another chance. Scott Barnes. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Scott Barnes.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bobby Baldwin. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Ground the first pitch. They look more aggressive. They look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
He's running towards second. They put the tag on him, and he is out at first base.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice job of just stepping off the mound and then dealing with the play.
Digging in and looking for more, Bobby Baldwin. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
From the stretch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Scott Barnes. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And it's far too late as he steals second. Striding in once again, Bobby Baldwin. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana on the move, makes the play, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Clifford McDonough. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Weak grounder back to the mound. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now an 8-5 game.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done.
The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Game number 3 of this new season. Standing in, Sam Lofton took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Lofton.
Well.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. At the plate, Bobby Baldwin. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Barnes is after it. And that's the second out of the inning. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Now at the plate, Jose Feliz. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. To short. Baldwin. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up defensively, courtesy of Majestic. Outfield play has been the key for this club, and nobody better than their left fielder. He's able to go to the corner, cut balls off, and keep away more than anything. Guys advancing the double. I love watching him play defense.
Digging in the switch hitter, Lewis Hansen.
Pitcher, Lewis.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. All tied at 1-1. Digging in for his second at bat, Bobby Baldwin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Keys ranging back. Gone! And a big moment for him there. His first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Bobby Baldwin comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. Out of here, and by a long ways, a monstrous 3-run home run.
Well, he tried to sneak a fastball by him, and like they always say, you can't sneak the cheese by the rat, particularly if it's up high like that one right there.
Digging in once again, Clifford McDonough. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So digging in now, Paul Eagle. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Eagle.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Man, that's a nice at bat. Found himself down 0-2, and he just continues to fight. Fought off.
Striding into the box, Bobby Baldwin. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. And he pops it up back behind second base. McDonough is underneath this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. Ready once again, Paul Eagle. First and second now, 1 man out.
Eagle.
Come on, guys.
Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get. And he's safe.
Well, that's one of those unusual plays right there. Great hustle.
Stepping into the box, Bobby Baldwin.
Number
He's
13,
driven in 4 already,
shortstop,
and yet another
Bobby
big RBI
Baldwin.
opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
Keys is there now, and he has it for the second out. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. So coming to the plate, Scott Barnes. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Softly hit out toward short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight we've got now to the plate, Bobby Baldwin. He went deep last night twice.
Let it rip, let it rip.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
I like that hit a lot. That's a clutch 2-out hit. Now, a lot of times we think it's got to equate to late innings. You can do it early in the game, too. Gives them a 1-0 lead, sets them up with a nice cushion, and now it changes how the game is played on the defensive side as well.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Into the box now, Stefan Cabrera.
Center fielder, Stefan Cabrera.
Gets dirty and gloves it. The throw, safe. Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner up. Digging in now, Bobby Baldwin.
Shortstop.
Ready
Bobby
with the first pitch.
Baldwin.
Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Feliz. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying. Stepping in, Bobby
Number
Baldwin.
13.
He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Bobby
He comes
Baldwin.
set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
Cabrera has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So striding forward now, Bobby Baldwin.
Bobby Baldwin.
And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long.
Stepping in,
Number
Bobby
13,
Baldwin.
shortstop,
And we'll see what he can do
Bobby
here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cabrera is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. So striding in, Paul
Third baseman,
Eagle
number 7.
bats here with a double and a triple on his
Eagle.
line in this one. Here's a high pop-up. Casto is there for it, but it's the shortstop that gets there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Well, maybe
Are on display as minor league. At the plate, Chet
Leading
Stockton.
off for the
He'll look
Braves.
to get something going here
The
in this
shortstop.
scoreless ball game.
Chet Stockton.
Fly ball into straightaway left. Riggin has it in his tracks. 1 down. So stepping in, Bobby Baldwin. And a look at the stats tell you how hot he's been in April. Well over 300 to start the new campaign. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Whoa, he hit hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up.
Now at the plate, Paul Eagle. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Hey, come on, big guy. Get yourself right here.
Just short. Speared on the dive. He goes to first in time. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stoppage short. The 3 of us are back with more following this. In now, Bobby Baldwin.
Number 13, shortstop, Bobby Baldwin.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Novoa scoops it up, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet. Digging in, Bobby Baldwin. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Bobby Baldwin.
High pop-up. Novoa is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Scott Barnes comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Scott Barnes.
Popped high in the air. Casto is there for it.
Mine. I got it.
And he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Bobby
The batter, number
Baldwin.
13,
Oh,
shortstop,
big dog, right here,
Bobby
one time.
Baldwin.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Keys looks up. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Now at the plate, Bobby
The batter, number
Baldwin.
13,
He went deep earlier, and he's
shortstop,
2 for 4 to
Bobby
this point.
Baldwin.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Barnes has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Now in the box, Alexis
First
Novoa.
baseman, number 10, Alexis Novoa.
Here's the 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 10-1 the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Jumbo Shrimp slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Doug Meredith gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious.